And we're going to continue with Devil Spire because we had a great time playing this the other night. Continuing our currently in progress run. No guarantees that we're going to, like, you know, go the whole distance here. I'm not sure how far the game goes. Maybe 20 floors. I mean, right now this is floor 18, which I think is the farthest we've ever made it. Maybe 20 is the top floor. I don't really know. I guess we'll find out. But I'm excited. I'm excited to play more of this game. Every time I play this game, I always have a hard time tearing myself away from it. It's a very fun game. It scratches that very enjoyable itch of playing a game that rewards like careful, methodical, like approaches to combat. It rewards creativity in like or experimentation, at least, with the crafting system and trying things and memorizing like recipes for crafting, like potions and that kind of stuff, and tools, that kind of thing. It's a very, very good video game and criminally underrated. So I think it's very good. I think it's very good. I always like getting excited when I have a chance to play this more. And we are definitely getting into the upper echelons of the game's difficulty. It's worth noting that the weapon we're using, this modern bronze flail of mana, was a weapon we found on the first floor of the game, which is to say we found a very good weapon with a very interesting aspect to it. It's mana powered at the bottom. That's what gives it such a high attack value. We actually saw a bronze flail, a modern bronze flail earlier. I think I sent it to the wood chipper earlier because I no longer have it. But we noticed it was the same stats, but 10 less attack. So it's 23 attack instead of 33. So I think when it's mana powered, it means it's going to be a little bit juicier. It's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a lot more damage to it. But of course, it drains mana whenever you use it, whenever you land attacks with it. That is, you know, that's the trade-off, I suppose. Fella right there. All right, so because I have this thing, no, it is this one, boundless movement. Normally, if you charge up an attack, you move at half speed and you can't run. Here, I move at normal speed and I can still run, so I can just run up, smack. Ooh, he has like a lunge attack. Never mind, he's dead. I can lunge outwards, rather. He did 1 damage because we have pretty good armor, honestly. Our armor's in pretty good shape right now. What I'll need to do at some point is continue to level into vitality so I can raise my equipment weight capacity up. Eventually, I'd like to switch to this. Wait, no, not that one. That one's cool. Or maybe that was it. Yeah, I guess that is it. Yeah, an old bronze hammer, which has even way better attack, but it's two-handed, and it's a big, sloppy bastard of a weapon. It's a lockpick. Good. I've been without lockpicks for a while, which is a bummer because those are very useful. Can I like throw them into another box? Yeah, throw it into another box. Rare braces. That would be armor, like wrist armor. Right now we have. Oh, these are actually worse. These are worse. And so what I'll do, whenever you have armor that you're not going to use, what I like to do is I like to kind of combine it with an existing armor piece to enhance its durability. So if I give this these small bronze rare braces to really either of these, I'd probably prioritize this one. I combine that into this guy. It's actually, this will feed the iron rare braces with half of the durability of this guy. So it goes from 496 to 660. So increase the durability a little bit, which is nice. Okay, got a barrel here as well. So we have a fine iron flail. Oh my, that's a fine-ass iron flail, all right. You were not kidding. So really good damage. No longer having that attack, or that mana-powered requirement. Quite a bit heavier, and the durability isn't as good. It's a little bit faster. Still one-handed, yeah. Oh, look at that. So we found a replacement. And honestly, the damage, or the weight rather, well, yeah, it's both things. The weight is like way less than the old bronze hammer, and the attack is only a little bit less. It's a difference of 5 attack, and it's one-handed, so you can still use a shield. Like, man, this thing I thought was going to be like an absolute ball slapper, but I think this thing's going to be what we're going to go for. It's a fine iron flail, all right. So I think what I'll end up doing, I think I'm just going to melt this one down and just, like, take half that durability and feed it to this guy. It also probably means that I'm not going to hold on to this extra mace anymore. Some of that kind of stuff, yeah. That flintlock, I'm sure I'll probably end up getting rid of. I think I'm just going to bind this one down. So combine. Bam. So now it has crazy good durability. We can use this thing forever. Very nice, very nice. What a nice find. Alright, so I'll take that barrel in a second. Barrels in this game work like Donkey Kong barrels. You can just pick them up and throw them at bad guys, and then it'll roll into them, which is pretty cool. Just fill in those guys. There's a lady. We'll throw. The nice thing is that the enemies in this game don't always have the bestest, like, detection radius. And I get it through this door. Oh. I missed. Okay, well, that's fine. Do I want to fuck one of these infinity spells? Oh, shit, she already sees me. Once that spell wears off, I'm just going to charge her. I don't really have much range for this build. Ah, shit. I'm just gonna sprint towards her. That's just gonna hurt me until she dead. Okay, this is the paralyzed status, I'm pretty sure. There we go. So it wore off. I'm still gonna do vitality. I mean, just because more health is never a bad thing, obviously. And I've been pumping into agility, which has been great, but vitality is a solid choice for reasons that are fairly obvious. Got more glass shards for crafting purposes, which is great. Got a full heal right afterwards, which is also good too. Drink from the urn. Usually that's going to do a health or a mana restore. Empty bottle with something. I wonder if I can get them both. I'm pretty close to together. I bet I can get them both. Oh shit, I only got that one. She's gonna get that one going again. I'm just gonna run for it. Unfortunately, that does a really good job of like pulping your armor down. Okay, you saw me like blocking it. And it wasn't like doing a ton of damage to my shield, my durability. But I was like, the longer I stick around here, the worse it's gonna be. I'm surprised I've been losing mana. I'm using the one that's no longer mana powered. I think that attack slurps mana on hit or something like that. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Can't do anything with this thing. It's repugnant, but it's replenishing mana, so it's okay. So empty bottle. Eat. The well is empty. What was in the empty bottle, or what was in the well? Was it? I hope it wasn't purple. It might have been. Might have been another orange potion. Maybe another green one. I think I only had the one purple. Actually, no, I wouldn't have a purple. I wouldn't have bought it unless I would have gotten it from a chest. I suppose it's possible. Yeah. Oh, and the nut. Thank you, Aleph. Yeah. Yeah, so it was either the purple one or a second green. Which is good. It's good I didn't drink from the well. Because purple potions are terrible. Inflicts a random ailment on you. Terrible. Awful. Would not recommend. But it's there. So, you know. If you ever find yourself wanting a random ailment, I don't think there's ever be a case where you'd want that kind of thing. Like, you know how it is with some roguelikes, especially like traditional roguelikes, like Caves of Cud. You know, like, you might find some kind of thing where it's like, oh, like water hurts you, but poison heals you or something like that. So normally a poison push would be terrible, but for certain situations, maybe it's worth it. This area. We've already... Oh, we've not been here. Smack. You guys like to lunge. Smack. I'm thinking we can probably knock his ass out. Necklace of Magic. The reason we're finding a lot of great stuff from individual enemies is twofold. It's because our shield, it says gives trash. I think it means gives, like, these kinds of crafting items. And then also, bountiful kills means bad guys can drop stuff that's actually kind of nice, kind of useful. So, spell power. Right now, I have nothing. Which is kind of silly because I don't have really hardly any spellcasting power to speak of. With the idea of enhancing my spell power, it's like, well, it's a nice thought. Doesn't really do anything for us in the immediate future, or in the immediate vicinity, but so I'll take it. Iron Cuirass, incredible defense. It's pretty heavy, but incredible defense. I think we already have pretty good armor there, but this one's even better. Quite a bit heavier, but it is even better. So I will, sure enough, switch that out. Real good defense. It's a bit more than we can comfortably equip, which is a shame. Not a ton I can do about that, unfortunately. This thing is just very heavy. So we'll need to continue to level into our vitality. We can't run and can't dodge. Running, the dodge part is not an issue because we're very much a block-centric build, but the need to run is pretty important. So we'll hang on to this for now. We'd still carry it without any issue, but want to enhance our, continue to invest into our vitality. We can hopefully equip this thing. It's frustrating because I meant to up our vitality last time, but I mistakenly upped our agility because for some reason I thought agility was what indicated equipment carrying capacity, but no, it has a V next to it, which means vitality is what feeds it. Also, like, if we could find equipment that could up our vitality, that'd be pretty sweet too. I'm not sure if that kind of thing will be very easy to find, but a hobbit can dream. Some more lamp oil for us. Very nice, very nice. That's another thing too. We found this incredible thing from a while ago. It was the healing lamplight. It's the lantern ring. The lantern ring means your lamp is now just permanently lit, which means you have great visibility all the time. And if you find in an instance like this, for instance, where I'm a little bit low on mana and or health, I can just light it up, and now I heal over time. Heal and restore mana over time. And then, and only then, does it actually drink from the lamp oil. So it's very generous. Very, very generous. That is good stuff. Are there floor chickens? Well, there are, you know, when it comes to, like, Castlevania, there's wall turkeys. There are wall turkeys in Castlevania. I have yet to observe either wall turkeys or floor chickens in this game. So I can't definitively say they don't exist. All I can do is acknowledge what I've not seen so far. Small bronze flare. What you do have, however, is clean, drinkable, slurpable puddles and bland, edible plants and mysterious urns where if you drink from them, it restores mana but makes you blind for like 3 seconds. So, take that, Castlevania. I think you're so cool with your wall turkeys. Otherwise, there's one more area left to explore on the map. How good the wall turkeys must be. That's why they hide them, right? They hide them because, that's right, they're so good. They're so tasty. They're fearful that we'll, you know, that we'll steal them for ourselves. That's why they hide them away from prying eyes. Prying eyes and prying mouths. Look at that, 69 minutes. Nice. Take the next floor. Apparently, can I kick the bucket? I cannot kick the bucket or the basket. That is quite the emote. What in the world? What is going on with that emote? Oh, I thought that was something completely different. Okay. Yeah, in the smaller version, I thought it was like a weird fucked up. I saw the blue in the back and I thought it was a weird Sonic face and I was confused. All right, whenever we see a floor with this kind of arrangement, it means it's a boss battle. Not sure what this is going to be. Never played a run of this game that has gone this far. So what boss could be awaiting us? Hard to say. I've got healing. I've got a healing panic button right there. Curing various things. I'll switch those, actually. So cure poison, cramp, root, and paralysis. Cure panic, mute, blind, and confusion. So, like, the healing of various... what do they call them? Ailments. The healing of various ailments can be found here. This one heals everything. health, mana, and ailments, and that one's just mana, obviously. One thing also, if there's like stuff I want to get rid of, I do have that Lesser Purify spell. I do have that. There's also Teleport, which probably will be less useful. Let's do this thing. No idea what to expect here. Gonna get my attack ready. And it looks like, I was gonna say, it's gonna do like some spell shit first. Looks like I'm hurting myself. I don't know if I love that. Oh shit. It's not the right button. Go and drink that. Go and turn this on. Yeah, so it's like it has some like that spell down. I think it's attack. It's not that it's like my attacks hurt it or hurt myself. It's just the timing is unfortunate. It's just unfortunate timing. Yeah. At first I was like, am I like unknowingly like hitting myself? Is there like thorns damage? I don't think it's like that at all. We got it. Okay. Yeah, it was a little bit concerning there for a second there. Had that moment of panic, like, oh god, is there thorns? Like, what's happening here? Okay. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Give me those dirty rags. Better surprise attacks. Better surprise attacks or 3 intelligence. If it was going to be a vitality, I might have gone for this one. I might have gone for the vitality one. But there is no vitality one, so I'll take this one instead. Better surprise attacks. I'm guessing that means, like, you're more likely to surprise a bad guy. And if you successfully get, like, what's considered a sneak attack upon them, then it does, like, mega damage. Oh, that's the wrong way. And that, of course, is the... We know about that spell. That's the... Well, I can't remember what it's called, but it is a damage over time spell. If you walk into the pentagram, you take some damage. Not fun. All right, so for the panic button, potion, I'll put that there. If I do have 1 empty bottle. If nothing else, I think I have the stuff that's necessary to make more... make a second white potion. So it'd be sticky goo and a dirty rag. Fermented moss. Add that to an empty bottle. Now it's a white potion. Nice. Yeah, those are really nice. I mean, red potions, great. Heals all health, beautiful. But this heals everything. It's amazing. And they're pretty plentiful. They're pretty plentiful to make. You just need an empty bottle, really. Once you have sticky goo and dirty rags, 2 mundane resources that are pretty easy to find. That was floor 19. This is floor 20. Floor 20, Blaze It. Looks like it is a regular floor. Now, it's the floor following a boss battle, which means that the bad guys might be dead already. The bad guy's dead. Or just not, otherwise not present. Old iron flail, which is still not as good as what we have right now. We're finding a lot of flails. Yeah, ours is a fine iron flail. I think old means it's like, it's lighter, but I guess less damage. Whereas fine is heavier, but more damage. No bad guys around here right now. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. There's cures all ailments. Nice. Yellow potion. Nice little piss potion. Very nice. Yeah, I think that's what happened here. Also looks like the trap has been disabled already. That's kind of nice. This arrow trap has already been disabled. Yeah, and this treasure chest has already been looted. I didn't open this earlier. It was already in that open state. So yeah, what usually happens on the floor right after a boss battle is that everything's already dead. All the enemies are dead, but some of the loot has been claimed already. Which is a weird system. Like, I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, like, from a mechanic standpoint. If it's I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's like a thing that was as designed. Like, here's a puddle of ectoplasm here from a ghost corpse. So yeah, I'm not sure why that is. But yeah, the floor following a boss battle, you always have all the bad guys are dead, all the enemies are dead, but some of the loot has been claimed. It's weird, and I don't know if I love it. I mean, sometimes it's nice to not have to worry, like, oh god, I'm low on health, I'm low on potions. Like, oh geez, it's like I'd rather not fight anything for the next floor. help me like get my resources back. Other times though, it's like, no, I can handle it. Give me more things to fight, and also like give me opportunity to loot things. It's an iron helm. It is worse than what I have right now, so I'll use that to repair some stuff. 348, 376. Let's repair this guy. See? Very nice. Got our greaves nice and healed up. So it's an odd one. There is a shop. There's pretty much always guaranteed to be a shop. Maybe the lore explanation is that the shopkeeper goes around, kills everything, and the stuff he claims is what he's selling. Maybe that's what it is. Increases intelligence, increases agility. I don't know how many times you can use it. That is pretty cool. The downside is that mental afflictions like blind and silence last longer when you lose intelligence. That part's unfortunate. Pretty good greatsword. It is two-handed though. It is two-handed. Iron rapier, very nice. This gives you a lot of money though, which is pretty cool. Old iron mace, light steel mace. Yeah. How much is this one? It's 100. Piece of agility gives 100 gold. I mean, it's basically... Oh, I can't even afford it, right, because we haven't really been finding a lot of money. But yeah, haven't really been finding a ton of money, unfortunately. We've been finding a lot of other great stuff, but yeah, not a lot of gold. And I don't think there's any ways to sell things to this guy, is the thing. I can sell things to him, unfortunately. Well, darn. Well, in that case, the shop is not really our thing right now. Useful out there. We started. I was actually hoping that would hit the little arrow trap, but that's okay. Oh, right. There's a trap. I just kind of ignored it. Going around too fast. More plants. Red potion. Very nice. And of course, equally important is, in addition to that giving us a nice healing thingy, is that it also gives us eventually another empty bottle we can use for that there. Yeah, another empty bottle we can use to build more of these white potions. Because we still have lots of dirty rags and a bunch of sticky goo. That makes me happy. So many potions. So many goddamn potions. Oh, wait, no, that's the yellow one. Oh, white potion. What? There we go. What I'll do is I'll keep these two here. These two back to back. Keep those two there. The things that are cure all of something. We've already been here. Last door that yet to open. It actually just leads back to the main area. So there we go. We've explored this floor pretty darn well. Make sure I didn't miss any edible plants or like retrievable bundles of like spider webs or chains on the wall, like this guy right here. Obviously not. Usually it's not going to give you anything cool, but sometimes it might give you scrap metal or probably not glass shards. Broken tools sometimes. Broken tools with sticky goo. You can make blacksmith tools. It's good for repairing weapons and shields specifically. Unfortunately, there's no way that I'm aware of, at least, to construct something that will repair they'll repair broken armor. That being said, I'm trying to remember what this was. I think I tried this last time. Sticky goo and glass shards. I think that made... Was that spikes? I think it was spikes. Right, mouse over it. Oh, it makes a... What does that make? Oh, it makes an empty bottle. Well, that's useful. That means more white potions. I think glass shards and broken tools made spikes. That's scrap metal and glass shards. That makes a lockpick. Nice. That's useful. What else? Then dirty rags and glass shards. That makes... What does that make? That makes an arcane parchment. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. So after all that's said and done, now that we've done a little bit more experimenting, we're out of glass. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple doses of this stuff. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't have any more... Of course, I don't have any more of the glass shards. But I've got more fermented moss if need be. And I got 3 white potions. I could even make a 4th. Or 1 or 2 if I was really feeling frisky. There we go. So there we go. Anything else? I'll do a quick once over in the remaining rooms. Or some of the remaining rooms. This floor is a little bit larger than some of the other ones. Yeah, what I would really like would be some kind of ability to craft something that can repair armor. Because repairing weapons is just a matter of getting those blacksmith tools constructed. It's fairly easy to do. It's not too hard to find broken tools. Especially early on in the game. Do I dare attack this man? I don't think I do. I think this run is going well. This is my best run so far. I kind of want to keep the ball rolling. Rather keep the ball rolling, so... Like, I'm not sure how far we are. How far we are away, that is, from the end. And some fool's gold, by the way. Hard to say. Some spell casting. That's fine. Ooh, he's got the black hole. He's sucking me in. He's giving me the suck. Well, that's a bummer. An annoying visual effect. An achievement for killing an enemy with a spike trap. Which is not really what I intended to do. In fact, there was a dude that I think just died. Oil. Delicious oil. Yeah, there was suddenly... So the one guy cast a spell. I understand the spell is what caused that black hole effect. There was another guy here, and there was a spike trap, apparently. I don't even see what the spike trap is. It must be the next room over. 2 gold coins in the skeleton. That was nice. The heals. Unfortunately, that did damage my armor pretty bad, especially our helmet. And really, actually, everything took a pretty bad hit, unfortunately. Good news, we're pretty close to the next level. The doors do open automatically when you get close. Spike trap somewhere. The dude might have teleported away, or tried to at least. Both? In fact, I think I got one of them in one hit. Oh, got a level. Oh, it's a trap. Making me do random buttons. Like trying to cast spells. Oh shit. So yeah, that's one. Yeah, when your guy gets confused, you'll just do random inputs, and that random input teleported me into a spike trap, unfortunately. Which, conveniently enough, is where that one guy died. So now we know where that spike trap went. Oh, level, yes. Some more vitality, yes. Am I still unable to equip this guy? Yes, but in 1 more level we'll be able to. Nice. 1 more level will be good. So we're getting there. What was this thing? A common stash of quickness. So attack speed, yes. Attack power versus attack speed. I think I'll take the attack power. 5. Attack power 5 is pretty generous, I think. Pretty generous. That one guy did get me confused. Oh, no, it wasn't the guy. It was the trap. It's a confused trap here. I could disarm it, but I think I'm just going to be careful. I'll try to be careful. I will not be done. Yep. That's one nice thing, too, is that seemingly except for bosses, if an enemy is trying to cast a spell, if you attack them or do damage in any way, it will interrupt their spell casting. I think it goes both ways. I think if you take damage and you're readying an attack or a spell, I think it interrupts you as well. Bosses, not so much. Bosses ignore that shit, obviously. as you can imagine. Found some dirty red. And some gold, finally. 89 gold coins. Man, after being in a goldless drought for so long, we finally got some more monies. There's 2 of them. I think that might be another trap. Oh, I got a crit. I think that was the red thing. The red thing meant it was a... Oh, shit. It meant it was a crit. Oh, fuck. There we go. Block it. My shit. There we go. Yeah, that black hole effect sucks. Can't really get out of it. We are over encumbered. Oh, because the gold is very heavy. Well, it's not that heavy. It's heavy enough. All right. Well, there's stuff I definitely don't need anymore. This old iron mace. Yeah. Definitely don't need that. And it's quite heavy. 3.6 kilograms. The modern one's actually not too bad. Yeah, the old one's usually pretty heavy, though. The old one. So let's combine that one. Really good durability there. Boink. Much better. About halfway to our next level, which is pretty good. The enemies we're fighting here are pretty spicy. They're giving us a lot of reward. What is the build right now? So the build is a very, very good melee weapon. And that's pretty much it. It's a really good melee weapon. And we spec'd very deliberately around heavy things. We're actually trying to give myself more vitality. I mean, more health is good, but more vitality means better equipment weight capacity. And one more level into vitality, we can use this thing that gives us way better defense. This armor that is exceptionally heavy, but very, very good defense. What's kind of nice is that this game is not like, some other action RPGs like Diablo, where you get like a set of armor that's like 100 or 1,000 better than what you're currently wearing, and it lowers your damage, the amount of damage you take by like 0.3%. Here, it's like when you get better armor, you fucking feel the difference. But armor is pretty fragile in this game. It breaks pretty readily. So you have to like babysit it a lot more. You have to really pay attention to your get those to somebody. Pay attention to your like weapon durability, that kind of thing. Weapon and armor durability. So it's a little bit more micromanaging. Like right now, we're doing great damage, and we're resisting a lot of damage too, which is great. But I'm also acutely aware of the fact that our armor is getting pretty fragile, especially our main chest plate. Little short sword, very nice. Yeah, we got the big brain build. Well, actually, with our intelligence of 7, it's a pretty small brain build. Pretty small. There was an item we saw earlier that would have let us sacrifice more intelligence for more agility. I would have considered it. The thing is, intelligence does feed into mind ailment resistance. So if I get blinded or confused or silenced, then, those effects will last that much longer with crappy intelligence. So intelligence isn't useless if you have a melee build. It's generally less useful, but not useless. Myself a little bit more heals. Looks like we're not really getting like environmental healing things anymore. Just a slightly unfortunate. I'm getting some oil, and of course for me, oil is healing over time. Pretty nice. And that'll be good for repairing some stuff that I was just looking at. So obviously durability-wise, or armor-wise is pretty crappy, but durability-wise, it's just what I needed. There we go. Being said, this helmet is looking pretty crappy too, but that one was getting extra into the danger zone. More areas to check out. Yeah, the levels are getting longer. And yeah, I'm noticing there's fewer things to just kind of ambiently give you a heal or a mana restore. So this is the part of the game where they're starting to be a little bit more stingy with... Oh god, what the fuck are you? You already know. You already know he's going to be a fucker. Maybe not. Alright, what's your deal? Okay. I don't think I want it. nor do I need it. It's just take or equip. No, I don't really need this. It's cool. It's two-handed, so that's the thing. It's two-handed. This is one-handed and does more damage. It's a little bit faster. It's a little bit faster. It attacks in a worse arc. Has, I think, the same range. So, like, it's cool, but nah, our weapon is just better, so I'm good. I mean, I'm curious what this guy's about. I've never seen a shopkeeper that's just holding a weapon out like that and is offering it seemingly for free. Like, what's the catch? I don't know, but I don't need what he has, and I'd rather not risk it. Rather not risk it. Like, I'm curious, like, what happens when you attack the shopkeeper? What happens if you accept that weapon? I don't know, but I think I'm only willing to find out if I'm doing a run that I'm... A run that is not the god run, basically. I think this one might be the god run. Oh, shit. I was saying, not sure what he's doing. Not gonna give him the chance. Yeah, I would say by accounts that I'm able to tell... I shouldn't say this is the god run, but it is a god run. Like, we're doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. This helmet is worse than what I have, so I'll just repair it. There we go. Some hobo dude. Yeah, he's just vibing. He's just hanging out, and I'm just beating the shit out of him. Like the big old meanie that I am. That I is. By the way, I can hear it's raining outside right now. We haven't gotten rain in like a solid month. That's actually kind of nice to see. Nice to hear, rather. I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of rain tonight, but it's something. We've been in a pretty awful drought for what feels like forever. And after we got back from Japan, it's rained like once, which was nice, but we got back from Japan like a month ago, so a little rough. Oh, fucking hell. I was like, what's that noise? We're confused. You guys just hitting random buttons. Annoying, yeah. I stood on that thing, I was like, that's a funny noise, and then got by the spell again, by the trap. Confused stuff. By the way, for anybody wondering if you've played this game before and you're curious how I'm able to jump, it's actually our dodge button. I have a spell, or a ring that turns our dodge into a jump, which I think means it still can be used to dodge. I don't think it's a jump instead of a dodge, but now it's like a jump dodge kind of combo thing. Anyway, so that is this room, or this floor rather. Feeling pretty good about it. Continue. What's up, Jet? Good to see you, by the way, bud. Good to see you. Alright, so another floor of similar variety. Slap that guy. Bonk. Sticky goo, and I'll scavenge the cloth. Sure nobody saw me just fucking murder that fucking guy. What's this? Always parry. Well, I am over encumbered. And there's definitely stuff I don't need to have on me right now. So let's do another kind of combination of things for durability's sake. That's kind of cool, though. Let's see. The obvious thing is, well, for one thing, the torn accessory area is kind of fun. I think we're past the point where the javelins are really able to provide much worth to us. Small bronze fill. What's like the heaviest stuff I still have? This old iron flow is 2.7. That's pretty scrungy. Fine short sword 2.7. Yeah, it's a little bit faster, which is cool. I appreciate the speed. There's the mana powered one. I think I'll just combine that one down. That one's like pretty heavy, and the attack is really kind of hard to get excited about. It's less than half of the attack power of our current weapon. Combine that one down. There we go. So always parry. Right now I have healing lamplight and jumping dodge. The thing is, I don't think I know what parrying is in this game. Maybe if you like Maybe if you shield at like the exact right time. Maybe that's what it means. Yeah, so maybe when I shield now, maybe the timing window is extended. The game probably did tell me about parrying, but I forgot. In fact, now that I look on the left-hand side, there's even a thing. I realize, actually here, I'll do it this way. Stagger on parry, times 3.30. So shields can parry if you, I guess if you time it just right. I don't think there's a button for it. So I guess this means, yeah, our shielding will be more effective. The wobbling is weird. Hold on. Huh. I'm out of curiosity. Is there a parry button? Never was aware of. Yeah, I honestly I can't remember. I can't remember. Ooh. Oh, I can't. I no longer do the jump though. So no more jumps. I want to reach the skeleton back there, but I can't reach him. We're just vibrating with excitement about parrying. Yeah. I bet the game's tutorial does teach you about parrying, and I just forgot because it's been like 4 or 5 months since I last did the tutorial. Drink from the well. I would rather slurp up a potion first. Do I just drink a random ailment? Let's drink the random ailment. Blech. I'm confused. I stand forward unless so that if my guy were to cast a spell, a teleport spell specifically. There we go. All right, so I'll fill a bottle. It was a, I think it was, I don't know. It was one of these potions. Which one did I only have one of them? I only had one. Oh no, it was another white potion. Okay, it was a third white potion, I think. Now the well is empty. So if I just drink from the well, who knows what's gonna happen? But if I can fill a potion with it, at least take it with me and use it when I want to use it. Throw this barrel at somebody? I want to throw this barrel at someone. Someone or something. Here is spike trap. The distance. You. Oh, it fucking it killed him because it was considered a what's the word, like a stealth hit, a stealth kill. What'd the game call it? Surprise attacks. It was considered a surprise attack, and when you get a surprise attack on somebody, you're gonna get like double damage. So the barrel fucking killed his ass in one hit, which is dope. The spiky trap. It loops back around, so that answers what was in that door, behind door number 2. Check that out in a second here. I was exploring this one. There was a chest in here. That is a good emote combination, Aleph. Big fan. Big fan of moistening an eggplant. Everyone's down to moisten some eggplants in their day. No judgment here. Let me grab one thing. Okay. A little bit more gold. I hope I get at least one more shop, because I suspect we're getting near the end of this game with this run. It'd be nice if we got one more shop where I could actually spend some of this goddamn gold I'm harboring. Did it kill both? It killed one. Give me that sticky goo. Give me that sticky icky. I have no more barrels to throw at this fucker. No more Donkey Konging to be done. That's ass. Buckle of quickness. Down with the quickness. This one. So attack speed and max HP. The max HP is actually pretty sick. Nothing on the back, unfortunately. I think all these are waist accessories, unfortunately. What a waste. I still think the attack pyro one's the best one. I really do think that. Are there any that I have no use for? Where like there's no way. Like for instance, I think if I were to combine these two, you would just end up with a less good sash of quickness. Or buckle. You know, same thing basically. So combining doesn't usually make a lot of sense. Unfortunately. down. Let's go to this one now. The spiky pit. Spiky trap. Oh, there's a little fella. Bonk. Try to cast a spell. He's fucking dead. He gave me a level up and a small steel axe of blinding, which is cool. Not really useful for me necessarily. More vitality, please, which means I think this thing is equipable. Shazam. Only barely, but it is equipable. Real good defense. Real good defense hours, baby. That's to juice this guy up. Shazam. Great defense. Great defense. We're 22, baby. Oh, snap. Yeah, what's this thing? So, it blinds enemies, which is cool. The damage is pretty unexciting, and as you can imagine, of course, bosses will be immune to that shit. Obviously. That's how it works in games like this. Bosses just shrug off bullshit like this. So that would be cool. I'll hang on to it for now. Hang on to it for now, just as it's like a cool thing. There, of course, are the stairs leading outwards. Just get skeleton. Oh, in the wall. One single gold coin. Do I have a pile of gold coins? I have fool's gold. Go into the bags. Without getting auto combined. Alright. Anything else? I'll explore a little bit on this floor. This floor is a little bit shorter. This is like a steel slab of a bed. It's very unpleasant. Blind them and then sticky them all over their face. Well, you know, where I come from, you ask for permission first. Where I come from, phrasing. I'll let you be the judge of that. Can I get the oil? The oil. I don't want to disarm. I want the oil. Yeah. I must be the U.S. government the way I'm trying to get that oil. I got that. Not much else going on this floor. I really like the earlier biomes in this game. They look really cool. And there's like a nice variety to them. Until we're probably getting to the late game because we're getting into like gray, sad biome. Everything's gray and just kind of depressing. Oppressive. Oppressive and depressive. Goes you to the next floor. The next floor might be a boss battle. It might be the boss battle for all I know. I'm hoping it'll be fairly obvious. Whenever we're like on the final approach, I'm hoping it'll be like obvious that some shit is about to get fuck. So I saw the spellcasty foot fella. Go for it. Bam! The old 2-tap. Drops nothing. Good, I didn't want anything anyway. Kapa! Blue potion, nice. I have a lot of potions now. I have a lot of potions. More than I'm used to having at this point in the game. They melt into goo, yeah. And it's fun too, if you have the cannibalism power, you like stand over the bodies and you just like slurp them up. Like sucking up the goo. It's very sexy. More skeletals. Nothing useful. Nothing useful in Mr. Skeletal. There's a random club-wielding fella. Club-wielding adventurer dude. But like evil bandit adventurer guy. Not me. I'm good. I'm virtuous, good bandit adventurer man. He's bad, evil bandit adventurer man. Totally different. It seems like getting the surprise attacks is really good if you have a ranged weapon. It's hard to get a surprise attack with a melee weapon. Because like once you're like all up on their shit, they've already detected you. So you have to like, I guess if you blind them maybe. And maybe, you know, honestly, maybe that's where that thing would fuck. Maybe if I'm like blinding them every time. But then I'm like hacking away at them forever because it does 17 damage. 16 damage. This one does 54 and it still takes a couple hits to drop them sometimes. Hey, you, Tanfa. Not very good. Not very good. One-handed. It's fast, but, well, it's faster. It's faster. I wouldn't even call it fast. It's faster, but ugh, pretty rough otherwise. In a hot tub? Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I'm sure I mean, it sounds unhinged. It sounds gross as fuck. Sounds grody. So yeah, that's sounds unpleasant for everybody involved. Everybody involved. Oh my god. But yeah, I can imagine like an internet comment section, especially like that's probably. Oh, I got blinded. Another classic case of being like, huh, what's this? What's that clicking noise? What's that ominous clicking noise? Should I be concerned? Yeah, it blends in pretty well, doesn't it? It's apparently cloth I could scavenge. But yeah, that doesn't sound like just like standard YouTube fare. That sounds like some live leak shit. And you know, not to like profile too much, but yeah, that like the kind of person that like genuinely seeks out fucked up shit on live leak is going to be more likely to respond with something fucked up in kind. Like, you know, the something awful forums back in the day, you know that shit. Like this it was a different time for the internet, where a certain kind of commenter, a certain kind of chatter had I don't know, places to go. I mean, I guess we still do nowadays, but they were very like, it was like if you know, you know. Those who know versus those who don't. I thought the skeleton was a bad guy at first, and I got excited. He did hit me with a fire column thing, but it was very temporary. Yeah, like I guess like as I think more about it, you know, something awful is still around. You know, obviously there's 4chan. Like there are still places where there's, you know, you can find awful shit. I guess the thing, I guess back in those days it was relatively contained. You know, in places like Live Leak, right? It was relatively contained. Every once in a while somebody would like shitpost something terrible onto YouTube, but at least it was simpler insofar as the quarantine for those websites was a little bit more effective. Nowadays, you know, stuff like that might just go viral on TikTok, and it might take like days for it to get taken down. Oof. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds rough. It was on there you go. It was on TikTok. Yeah. There you go. I've seen worse. Yeah. That's how it goes for some people. For some folks, they had I'm not sure if upbringing is the right term, but they had some background and seen some fucked up shit, you know, like watching fucking beheading videos on YouTube or Live Leak, I guess more specifically. That shit changes this motherfucker, man. Especially people that like stumbled upon that shit or had someone send it to them when they were a kid, like in middle school or some shit. Like, oh, it is fucking brutal. It was crunchy anyway. That's a fair point too. Yeah, I mean, hopefully in those days it was like fairly low resolution. Now, unfortunately, you know, that awful gore can be in pristine HD. I'd really rather it not be. Y'all know about the blue waffle? Confession time. I have never gazed upon the blue waffle. I was in college when it was like making the rounds, and I witnessed many friend stumble upon, maybe not stumble upon it, but be like, oh, it can't be that bad, and then they would Google it and they would go, oh no, Alex, you don't want to see this, it's not good. And I'd be like, all right, and I'd go about my day. I'd be like, all right, cool, thanks fam, thanks for warning me. I will ignore it now. I will not pursue, I will not engage. It's even heavier, heavy steel. I already know the answer. Let's see how bad it is. Give me the damage. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. I'll hang on to this guy for now. It'd be a pretty sweet upgrade. Yeah, he says, look it up now. No, I'm not gonna do it. That's a great thing. It's a great thing is that it's a thing I've managed to avoid. Or, again, it first happened when I was in college, so, or it first became aware, or became like in the general awareness when I was in college. This goes back 14 years. Goes back 14 years. So yeah, it's like I've gone this long without being made aware of this thing. I'm better off. I'm better off, bro. So, but that's what's nice is that, like, you know, that's something you kind of have to seek out. It's kind of hard for someone to subtly send that to you, obviously, and it's hard to like accidentally stumble upon it. So yeah, versus something like what Farsa was saying, like you're just perusing your TikTok feed and something suddenly like impossibly grotesque gore that has no presence being on the platform, but because TikTok just doesn't moderate their shit worth a damn, it'll just stay up there for a week before finally someone gets around to pulling it. Because content moderation on TikTok is absurd. They'll just ban people for hate speech when they haven't done anything. Someone will like not post anything on TikTok for like a month, get banned from the platform for no reason, and usually you can appeal the ban and usually get it reinstated. But like, yeah, they'll just like fire a loaded gun into a crowd and be like, who does this hit? I don't know, just fucking ban someone for no reason. And then yeah, like someone posts obviously like ravenously TOS violating shit, and they'll just be like, we'll get around to it. Have I mentioned I don't like TikTok? Have I mentioned that I think they're the fucking devil as far as like modern content platforms go? Awful website and awful platform, but it's popular, so. And I say this as I'm streaming to TikTok right now. It's true. I'm multi-streaming to it right now, but I think it's fucking terrible. It's got an audience, so I think it's fucking terrible. What about Hot Tub Girl? I know of nice ladies where hot tubs are involved, which is to say, when I say nice ladies, I mean like, how do I say this in a gentlemanly manner? Like noteworthy images on the internet that involve sophisticated women in hot tubs. I know of some of them. I don't know if it's the same one you're thinking it is. You suck, but you hold my attention. It's, I don't know. I struggle to think of good things to say about TikTok other than it is popular. Like, I think the website functions terribly. I think the smartphone app hardly functions at all, 9 times out of 10 in my experience. Their moderation is a joke. They're obviously there's all this dubiousness about like what they do with our data. Now, you could extend that to criticize every social media platform, and you should. But yeah, it's like they're just terrible. Like there's no redeeming qualities to TikTok. It's horrible. Except they're popular. That's what they got. That's the other thing they got going for them, is that they're popular. Well, I guess should, if possible, hang on to this guy, because if for whatever reason my iron flail were to like break or just otherwise become unusable, having a backup's not a bad idea. Now it shouldn't break because again I'm like juicing it up with so much extra durability. Actually, I should do it with my shield as well. My shield's taking a couple hits. I'll repair my shield next. In fact, I'm tempted. Yeah, let's get this. Well, it's only a 0.4. Let's go ahead and do that one too, though. Heavy bronze shield. That's a really good stagger. It's a really good stagger. But I think I'll stick with the gives trash. And the gives trash is actually quite useful. Stick with that. Yeah. Not familiar, it's gonna stay the way. Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. Yeah, I think we're past the point where any of these are really worth it. Actually, maybe even more specifically this guy. Probably both. Probably both. I'm curious if this does what I hope it isn't going to do. Hope it just gives it the durability and that's it. Okay, it just gives it the durability. I was wanting to make sure it didn't like have it inherit the magic property, which would be kind of fucked. So hang on to that one. Juice that one up. Shazam. 33. We're getting there. We're getting there. I have a bunch of these like sashes that we definitely don't have any use for, obviously. This one, I think I'm happy to remove this one as well. Don't want to juice that one up. That one's already got a pretty good amount. This thing carried us for a long time. Combine items 100 times. Got an achievement for it and everything. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Blinding. One. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's heavy enough where I'm considering just getting rid of it. I think though, honestly, I should just call it on this one. I think that's a safe bet. And we're at capacity. We're precisely at capacity. I could go and use this thing. I mean, this weapon's been good to us. Tools. There's another one that we had. Spell to increase its power. Well, I don't really have any spells where power is really worth a damn. Let's drop this one. Actually, can I combine it with something? Combine with... You know, like, yeah, there's like another accessory that I will truly never use ever. What about Fool's Gold? What could this be used for? Quickness. Let's do this one. Yeah, what if I combine these two? Cheap Sandals of Mind. That is very random. What do I have for some mind resistance? I right now have... Actually, oddly enough, it's better. Oh, max equip, though. Ooh, that max equip is kind of nice. Yep. I kind of need that. I kind of need it more than I want to admit that I do. It's actually kind of cool. So sometimes if you combine things, you will get some nicer things out of it. Sometimes. Okay, good enough for me. Good enough for me. So we got some great armor. Let's find some more dudes to throw this thing at. Get a crit shot on a surprise attack. Didn't insta-murder him, but I fucked him up pretty good. Hatch. Good damage. Pretty good. What's the next level? Next floor. Now the sides there. I think I've explored this whole floor. Do a little bit of a double check just to make sure. Halfway to our next level, which is pretty good. Fully healed. I don't see anything else on the map, and I think we would have seen if there was something that I had missed on the map. Scavenge pile. Where the pile was, but there's a pile to scavenge, and I went and snagged it. Sometimes trying to find those extra resources can be nice. Oh, no, okay. Avoid the trap. I've got 2 lockpicks. I'd rather spend the lockpicks to open up locked doors if we find any. Disarming traps is a good idea if you have extra lockpicks, but I only have 2 of them. Call that overabundance. Alright, I think we're all set. Let's go to the next floor. We're on floor 23. Begs the question of how many floors are there? Just keeps going. Ooh, almost got hit by that one. Got a pretty good run though going, and I'll feel even better about the run if we can get. Excuse me, if we can get this armor equipped. What is it again? It's how far off am I? I am about 7 kilograms off, which would be I think at least a few more levels into vitality, so we're still a ways away. Depending on how much longer the game goes, there's a very real chance we will not be able to equip this thing. Unless I, like, take stuff off, which I don't think would be a good idea. Not sure that'd be smart. Actually, this is a boss battle. Is it the boss battle? If it is, I'm gonna go and use this guy. A little bit faster. And then did I have any other... And, oh, yes, this guy. Increase the stagger. Man. Use those guys. Use that with... that one. I guess maybe you can't, because they're not really power spells, yeah. Anything else? Okay, I think we're all good. Pop that on, and I've got all the potions. My panic heal is number 1. I'll switch those 2. There we go. So panic heal are 1 and 2. In case things get fucky. Is it a goddamn tank? It's an actual fucking tank. It's a fucking tank fella. I don't have much for range right now. Trying to reach me. What? Yep. He's trying to like hit me with shit. We'll eventually go into spellcast mode, like which is like here. So at first I thought it was like a guaranteed hit. It was not a guaranteed hit. It does hold. What am I holding? Oh, I'm like throwing something at him? What is this? Like a little fucking turd? What is this? I can't break it. Oh, my helmet broke. Shit. Heal real quick then. I have no idea what that little guy is. He's just oh, he just broke over time. Okay. Let's go into spellcasting mode again. Oh, it goes through walls. It goes through walls, because of course it does. Where my armor broke. Oof, don't like that spell. This guy is very annoying. Let's get those. So I didn't need to use that white spell, I don't think. That white potion. I have to... and I can't break him. I just have to let him, like, expend his stuff. Of course, we lost 2 pieces of armor. That part's unfortunate. Vitality, obviously. Still a bit too much, but not, like, horribly too much. So probably only 1 more level away. But again, we lost our helmet and our armor. Actually, lost almost everything except our cuirass. Actually, almost lost everything entirely. Strength. Tempting. Get some scrap metal. Get the power of a charging run. I do like to charge up. I'll do that. Because then I can do this. Oh, we got like the anime. Oh, we're going fast. Oh, God. Like, do you just build up speed forever? I actually don't know if it'll, like, increase our damage, but it is very cool. I don't know if it makes us do more damage or anything. It probably doesn't. But it is pretty cool. Slowly opens. It'll definitely make it more dramatic as I'm, like, charging towards bad guys to fuck them up. Oh, I think we beat the game. That's it. That tank was the final boss. You earned 1,000 souls. We beat the goddamn game. So that was a normal ascent mode. There's our total amounts. I think I went ahead and used my, like, juice up my guy ability at the end there. So level 12, killed 82 monsters, took about 3 hours. There's all the shopkeepers we've seen. So that means there must be other difficulties. That was normal ascent. Presumably that means there's other ascent modes. Probably harder, but maybe with more with spicier difficulty. Yeah, never did get to use the really fun armor we just got. But yeah, the fact that we lost all that armor at the end, not a huge issue. There we go. GG's. Honestly, there's more to this game I still want to play. I mean, yeah, beating it is cool, but like now I want to try out the higher difficulties. I want to try out other builds. I want to maybe go more into spellcasting. Of course, the difference with spellcasting is that you would have to, you know, buy more spells. That we only found 2 that whole time, just in the wild. I like how we're ascending to the throne. That's cool. We only found 2 spells in the wild that whole time. A little surprising. And of course, we from the get-go didn't really prioritize intelligence. But yeah, trying like other kinds of builds would be cool. I think we started with more ranged, but at first I was thinking ranged was going to be how we would find the most success. But I mean, that run, yeah, we found an incredible melee weapon from the start and used it to carry us all the way to the late game. And then that really good heavy flail was one-handed and was incredible all the way through to the end. Out of curiosity, if I were to say normal, or I'm saying new game, so ascent, unlock 1,000 souls. So I've acquired. Oh shit. Okay. So this is something I guess I wasn't really paying much attention to. So there's different modes, and I was saying how there wasn't meta progression. I guess I was wrong. I guess maybe there was meta progression, or is rather, because yeah, there's stuff we can unlock. Immortal characters, 99 floors, 10 dungeons, 1 ending. Goddamn. Well, I don't have enough to unlock everything. What's this one? Arena mode. Cool. And then this one. Chaos mode. I'm guessing that means like all the items have the chaos moniker, which means it causes some random effect. There's still one mode left to unlock, obviously. Even so, oh, it says climb down. Okay, so that's when you start at the top and work your way down. I don't know if that means the enemies are like crazy difficult to start and then it gets easier or what. That much is unclear. And I think the number of dungeons, oh, and it's 99 floors, goddamn. That's an endurance run, holy shit. And I think dungeons, I think that means like biomes, basically, like the different aesthetic areas you see. Yeah, chaos, I think that means all the items have like unpredictable effects on them, and of course, who knows how many floors and dungeons it is. Appropriate. Arena, I guess, oh, it's a boss rush. And I can unlock, oh my god, 9,999. You get some crazy max difficulty. Unlock extreme difficulty. Never even did anything other than normal. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome game. Awesome game, man. Definitely want to play more of it, but we have more in our future.